I think where our strength will be at the quarterback position. Mark Piles has a chance to be a special player. He has been. As a sophomore, he had a really good year, and he didn't get all the reps because he shared those with Alex Troutman. He's really developed in terms of the mental aspect of it in the whole offseason, where the reads, things that we need out of the air raid, he's very, very good at it. He's a tremendous student. He's a 4.32 GPA, and that really helps. He's stronger. He's 200 pounds. He's 185 as a sophomore. So, with any program, if you have a good quarterback, you have a shot at being successful. So it starts with Mark offensively. Jeremy De La Cruz, who played quite a few snaps last year at running back for us and started at corner as a sophomore. He's also a junior. He's an electrifying player. He can make plays in space, and those two are the guys that we're going to try to get the ball to as much as possible. Our receiving core is young this year, and because we've had seniors loaded up the last few years, we're fortunate enough to be able to reload at those spots. We're not right now, so we were going to have 4 new starters, but I like the progress, what they've done this summer. We had 18 7-on-7s, so we've really worked hard at that part of it. So to me now, it's not, even though they're young because they haven't had game experience, but they know what we want out of the system. Our offensive line is also, we have a mix, and we're young and we have a few seniors that have been able to play over the last couple of years that are talented guys. We'll be a little bit bigger than we have been in the past. We have a big guy in Nathan Tobias who's 6'5" and a half and about 395. And so this year Nathan's gotten a lot better as a run blocker. We played him on D last year. He struggled because he's just too big. He stands up, but offensively, we feel he can help us. But our big concern will be the youth. We have 2 sophomores that'll start at receiver. We will have a sophomore that'll start on the offensive line and a freshman that'll be in the rotation. But sometimes that's not always a bad thing. With young guys, they buy in, they're hungry to play, they're energetic, and it's been positive so far. The core kids that we have, I'm very pleased with. And, with a young team, you don't know what direction you're going to go, but at least they're ambitious and they're going to give us everything we can ask for. Defensively, we've been based out of a 3-4, and what seems to happen each year is we start off on fire. We get beat up physically in terms of our numbers. Our depth has always been a concern, and that's where we have that downward spiral. If we can come out of the first 4 games and not be physically beat up as much as we have been and not lose guys, and it's still part of the depth thing. Defensively, we try to get one strong player to all 3 levels. Our defensive end, Darius Ramsey, who's back, who will only be a junior as well, is a real good football player. Mark was a starter at linebacker last year, led our team in tackles. We may play him in the secondary a little bit, and De La Cruz is in the secondary, but we have a scattering of the guys that are playing offense, will play on D, and they can run the ball. We have some decent speed, but again, it's just the inexperienced part right now that we're not sure how that's going to go. For us, it's going to depend on how we start off in the non-league games and where we're at with it. We can get hot with our offense and score points. Can our defense continue to grow and get better with the youth movement? And that's really where it's going to be determined. So I honestly can't look at you and say, I think we're going to be here, we're going to be in the middle, we're going to be in the bottom, we're going to be at the top. I think it'd be unrealistic to say, we're a bet to win the league, because that's not, at this point, we're going to really have to take it one day at a time, and you have to do that with younger teams.